Right, everyone, I've got a drenched Rob with us. We'll talk about a couple of things. We're obviously going to talk about the game, and obviously the big news is Mike Ashley, which we're asking everybody today. The lineup, first of all, positive?
Yes, definitely. I think it was probably the strongest that we could have expected and hoped for. No complaints. I think the aim of the game was that we were definitely going to go out there, go for the win, because I think Palace, they are there for the taking. They're not, they're not a top six side that we're playing for once. So, yeah, I was really happy with the lineup on that front.
Yeah, I would agree. I thought the lineup was absolutely fantastic. Now, the game itself, we were a little bit unsure how it was going to go because we were worried about Zaha. I think every Newcastle fan was, and how he would perform. But I've got to say our backline, and we'll talk about the game in a moment, but just touch upon that backline was superb, weren't they?
Oh, brilliant. I mean, to keep a clean sheet is absolutely crucial for us because we don't get many goals. Rondon and Hosselu, they're not going to get 20 a season, are they? Even combined. So our defensive backline is absolutely crucial as to us staying in this division at the moment. So, yeah, to keep a clean sheet and also to keep the likes of Zaha, Townsend had a quiet game. I thought they all did a brilliant job, each and every one of them.
I think you make a good point because with Zaha, we've seen him, Hodgson switching from left to right because he wasn't getting any joy, and then he was getting frustrated. He was doing this and all of this with the assistants.
Dramatics,
dramatics, trying to not con the referee, but influence is probably the right word.
Yeah, manipulate.
I thought all of them were superb, but who was the man that stood out for you?
Oh,
it's a difficult one.
Yeah, I'd say probably Dummett. Fernandez as well, because Fernandez often came in as backup for Dummett into the left back position whenever Dummett was sort of lost up the field a bit. But yeah, Dummett I think was excellent, and of course late on when Palace were flooding forward, they were not satisfied with the draw whatsoever, and so they were using Zaha on their right, our left, and Dummett did really well to combat that last minute pressure.
I think looking at the game in general, the second half was pretty poor from both sides, but that first half, both sides, we've seen Perez one-on-one, should have done better. Yeah. Lascelles, man, last year, I was saying to you guys in the stadium that they go in last season, and then on the other flip side, Dubravka done very well to hold on, and saved one of the shots going wide, and hit the post, so I don't think it's going to make first match of the day, is it?
No, like you say, the second half was pretty drab. Second half I want to apologise for Aaron Wan-Bissaka because that was absolutely appalling.
What you're talking about, the bottle being thrown?
The bottle that was thrown at him, that was absolutely disgusting.
Was it him? I thought it was someone else anyway. But I know
Wan-Bissaka.
Was it? All right. Well, that's disgraceful.
But then in response to the question, the first half, it was quite puzzling how it remained at 0-0, wasn't it? So, yeah. We should have scored. I think we had the better of the chances. I mean, Milivojevic, he is a great free kick taker, so I was really tense. I was really nervous whenever he was stepping up to take the free kicks, but we dealt with them really well. Dubravka is excellent when it comes to set pieces, but yeah, Perez one-on-one and the 2 free headers from Lascelles, we should have won that. Yeah,
so we've got a point. It's better than nothing because the Cardiff one was very deflating. Everyone said that, even especially us who travelled. There's a bit more optimism because there was a bit more fight shown, wasn't there? And then, the quality of the end of the pitch wasn't great. Wasn't there. We've seen Rondon come off, Hosselu, but it's a point away from home, and that's a good thing. We never do well here.
True. I think it's a draw that would look especially good if we beat Leicester next week. So I think 4 points from these 2 games, I think that looks good. 1 point from these 2 games though is appalling considering our tough opening.
So we've got to win Leicester.
Yeah, it's a draw that only looks good next week if and when we beat Leicester.
Right, okay. Finally, we're seeing it dominate the headlines.
Yeah.
Mike Ashley, Keith Bishop, Lee Charney were all here. We were next to the Magpie group. They brought out the banner as well. You would have clearly seen that. What was your thoughts on him all of a sudden just turning up? What does that mean to the club and Mike Ashley?
Well, we've been to London many times, haven't we?
Recently we have.
Well, in terms of trips, I mean Tottenham last season, to name a few.
Why now?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to know.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I'm interviewing you.
Well, it puzzles me as to why he chose this game especially. I mean,
all of them there as well.
Yeah, it's...
Not one of them.
It's puzzling, but at least now we made our feelings known. I think the fans, we did ourselves proud in getting the anti-Ashley chants out when I think news
you probably knew that was coming, didn't you?
Well, yeah, of course, but let's not forget, we've actually done them to his face now for the first time, and I think that feels like it's a big difference compared to when you're chanting at thin air. When you're chanting at thin air, it's not as effective as actually chanting at his face now, which is what we did today. So it feels like there is a step in progress on that front.
Finally, how would you describe today in one word?
Oh, Coribolius, I think.
I have no idea what that is. Google it. I'm sure he does. I've got no idea what that means. So what was it?
I just made up a word.
Oh, there you go. He's made up a word. So whatever. Right, we'll end the video now. Rob, go home.